Hello everyone, this is Daniel. Let's see if I'm actually live. Alright. Alright everyone, this is Daniel, and I'm gonna be showing you to everyone what Crash Bandicoot should really look like, and this is it. This is what Crash Bandicoot should really look like. Hold on. God. I needed to do that. So, this is what a Crash Bandicoot really looks like in real life, or what Crash should really look like in real life. I mean, even though he's a cartoon and all, and he's friendly for kids, there have been much play on mascots over the years. I think it started with Mickey Mouse, maybe even Felix the Cat. It's been going on for all these years, and I'm not trying to demonize Mickey Mouse and all that, but I am trying to warn you that if you're really sensitive to what's going on, I think the demons wanted to blind you what the animals really look like in Crash's case and all that, and then sexualize them so the adults can have their fun and the kids can have their fun, but really, they're really going against God. And how do I explain this to you? As you can see, Walt Disney thought of these crazy ideas since the 1800s, maybe early 1900s. What his drawings looked like was really crazy back then, and that's made them in the 1920s. Now he's going on big corporation and literally doing copyright problem strikes, and he's causing much like really bad backlash out of all what's going on. And Walt Disney has been really giving a new idea, and just he's been under big corporation, and then they've been under big corporation. I mean, for some of you that think that the Walt Disney is the devil, what about the people that follow suit after him? They're twice as worse, aren't they? And not only are they twice as worse, they keep getting twice as worse every time. Like, I don't know. There have been, the one that's twice as worse is Walt Disney. Is what we call Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes are twice as worse than Walt Disney. And then another thing is another Walt Disney features, I don't know, it's like animals have become humans, and that, in my opinion, is like proverbial in a way, but the way they've been dealing with these creatures, it's not that proverbial in a sense that we know it. It's just demonic influence after that. I mean, every time a person plays, let's say, Crash Bandicoot or Spyro, or any of the other creatures, they become under the influence of the devil. And the devil literally possesses someone through that, let's say, mascot or icon, like Crash Bandicoot. And I mean, I think they're like 8 times as worse as Disney since Crash Bandicoot. And then there's the other hand, which is like 16 times as worse as Crash Bandicoot. Oh no, 16 times as worse as Disney, which is, what we call furries these days. But it's bad. It's really bad. This is why I'm showing you Crash Bandicoot, because there are real demons at work with these video games, especially with these little children playing Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and any other games like Gex and Donkey Kong and every other game that is making these animals become like humans. What these animals are, like Crash and Spyro, they're actually demons that know what they're doing. Especially those who, I mean, the first game that was an icon was like, I don't know, like maybe even Spyro, maybe that was on the PS1, and the one that got me hooked was Spyro, and now I got now after that or not now, but after that I got the Prince of All Demons. The Prince of All Demons. I mean, and his name is Yobel, not Spyro, but Yobel is the one that is under the influence of all the Catholic Church, Babylon, Egypt, and the giants. He's one that influences beasts into become humans. He's probably the most perverted creature, perverted demon you'll probably ever know, because all the horrible things he'll do to you after you watch all these um, mascots in video games like this one, he will do the absolute worst, and you will have nightmares for the rest of your life. You'll sleep with him in basically worms and maggots, and you will literally not even. I mean, it'll be terrible. You'll literally not even have a good time. It'll be the worst time you'll ever have. Because once you play Crash Bandicoot and Spyro or any other ones on the Nintendo, or maybe Croc, if you know what I mean, maybe later you'll know, but once you play all these games, including Crash or Spyro from 2015 and on, maybe 2016, but after that, you will understand why. I mean, for the older generation that played Crash Bandicoot, these creatures have messed you guys up to think of like bestiality terms if you think so, but I mean, this is an innocent eye. Crash is not. Coco is not. And yes, there are demons behind it, like I said, and I'm gonna. I mean, I hope this is up. Oh, um, sorry. I'm gonna go back here for a second. Back further. It's Bandicoot. A group of flying species of small to large size, terrestrial marsupial omnivore in the yeah, like this one. They're endemic to the Australia New Guinea region. The Bandicoot is a member of or whatever that is, that thing, and there the Bandicoot is often used formally to refer to any wherever that creature is in, such as a bilby. Yeah, Bandicoot is a bilby, and the term originally referred to the under-related Indian Bandicoot rat, like that one from Tengaloo language, word wherever that is. You know that creature. Most marsupials, including bandicoots, have a no thanks. And the embryos of the bandicoots have yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I am going to go down a little more. Oh, Q fever. What is that? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I mean, these guys are so parameliforma, you know, type of rat, type of oh, type of like a ferret or otter, whatever you call them, like a rodent, but actually a trying to think of the word. But yeah, I mean, if you're wondering, well, what does Crash imply to? I mean, what is Crash really all about when it comes to video games and all that? I mean, all the deaths you could try. I mean, you could actually have fun killing him all these times, and you could literally have fun killing him and flattening him and making him pop like a balloon and making him go on the ceiling by spears, nitro explosion, making him explode with eyeballs hanging everywhere. Well, I mean, cartoon eyeballs going all over the place and shoes all over the place and falling, and the shoes falling out everywhere. That is a cartoon, but I mean, when you think about it, I believe that's a demon of violence that really likes to influence young kids to, you know, imagine these such vain things. Not trying to be crazy here, but back then you couldn't think of how bad Walt Disney was with his Mickey Mouse. They were always shut up and put in institutions, but obviously there are demons behind all these you know mascots and all that, because these demons know what they're doing with these little children, and they prefer little children because when the little children imagine these mascots, they actually imagine them to, you know, destroy themselves with pleasures and all that with these innocent creatures that don't have any good looks. They're just creatures that look like that. I mean, this is your Crash Bandicoot. This is what he should look like. This is really what he should look like. And I mean, little kids that think this is fun to make him look like whatever he wants to look like. I mean, a weasel should not look like Crash Bandicoot, but also a weasel should not be imagined in such an vain environment of the mind. A weasel should not be imagined in the mind to actually be, violently killed or flattened or pop like a balloon or wherever you call it. Because obviously, for you guys that understand this stuff, this is for you guys that are Christian that understand. And obviously, even this is a marsupial weasel. These things, I believe, live peacefully. They're not aggressive. But Crash Bandicoot has all these wonderful tactics to make things fly with his fists and his feet and all these weird stuff. Spins a tornado. I mean, some weasels do that. Some Bandicoots do that, but others do not do that. And this is your real life Crash Bandicoot, and sorry to say, but he's not red. He's just has golden, yellowish red hair, and he has a little bit of the black hair on the back, and a mixture of black and golden hair around his frontal part of the back, and his ears are accurate, his nose is accurate, but not the rest of him. Crash is not supposed to be thin like that. He's supposed to be like a bunny. And obviously, when someone messes up like that, I mean, yeah, I mean, the people that created Crash, I believe they were not Christian, or most of them weren't. And if they were, They just didn't understand. None of them understood the demonic influence through their lives. These demons used to see people, and I am going after the demons, not the people. But yeah, I mean, these demons know what they're doing. And it's good to repent from using mascots as a cool term for, playmate, fun people, imagining that you're actually this mascot instead of actually realizing that, these mascots, these game characters are actually polygons and pixels, and they're actually designed by the demons that know what they're doing with the mind of the kids. And, the polygons and pixels they keep on getting smaller, and the pictures keep getting more accurate, and, they're going to keep on using Crash and Spyro and all wherever they can use just to make your fantasy characters appear to the kids who are rebellious, and to the Christian kid who is weak in understanding. And unfortunately, I would say 95% of the kids that actually are Christian that play this game are not going to be Christian anymore. I mean, there's going to be 2 times the amount of kids that play Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and wherever they play. 2 times the amount of kids are going to perish, and 2 times less that are going to make it to heaven because of games like that. Obviously, I was one of them, but I pretty much knew I'd escape because Crash Bandicoot is scary stuff, and he leads others to play with their seed and all that. And obviously, Sparrow does worse matters. But really, these mascots are really scary. And there's Prince of Demons that actually get involved with this stuff. And they're really one of the most ugly behaviors that they have committed one of the worst and most ugly behaviors of all the demons as well. So don't pretend that this is something mild, even though it is mild in a way. But this is not understanding, and this is what can lead to you to do things that are literally the worst out of the worst. Become pedophiles because you play Crash Bandicoot, and all this other stuff. I'm not trying to be rough for you, rough on you that to make you feel bad, but this is to make you realize that there are demons at play, and they obviously know what they're doing. All right, I'll be done now. Okay, bye. Let's stop this.